This is how I earned the best reputation at my job. It all started when Hamboog realized that he was broke and that I needed to get a summer job. Now, there was a slight issue. By the time I realized this, the hot season to pick jobs was kind of already gone. So I had to pick from, the jobs that no one really wanted. So, what any good boy would have done. I hopped onto Craigslist and found the most, well, actually, it was a pretty well-paying job because they were running out of employees, but it's a pretty trashy job in my opinion. So I finally filled out an application for a pizzeria. However, this wasn't just any old pizzeria. This was a fast food pizzeria where people come in and there's a line full of toppings and they go through, and us employees have to put on their toppings. If you're online, if you're on the oven, then you put the pizzas in the oven. You have to spin them around so that they get evenly cooked, and then you take them out and yell random weird American names to see if people will come up and grab them. But anyway, so I fill out this application and I come in, and the first thing I see is, wow, it's the captain of the restaurant, and she was a pretty well-rounded, let's say, person, but very nice. So we're getting along. The literal very next day she gets fired because she was needing a break from work because she just had a child, and so our boss fired her. So everyone around the restaurant, us employees, we all kind of hated our boss, So the next person down from the old captain goes up. We're gonna call her the emo mom, because she was very emo. Like, she was a goth girl, but she was also a mom. So that's why we're gonna call her emo mom. But anyways, me and emo mom, we get to be pretty good friends. We make mean jokes about our boss and all that jazz. But usually our boss is really lazy and doesn't care about us at all. Rarely ever comes in. And so what we do, us employees, is we kind of disobey the portion rules in the line when we're making people's pizzas. So one day this guy walked into the restaurant, and I was just like, just being typical nice to the customers, and he asked me, oh, could you put a little bit more cheese on? So I grabbed like half a spoonful more of cheese, pile it on there, and he's like, no, like, make it a mountain of cheese. So I just went haywire. I literally piled it on like Mount Everest. Like, I'm talking like a mountain. And I was like, dang, this guy really likes cheese. But then we got to the meat section, same thing happened. He's like, yeah, a little more meat. Yeah, I don't want to be able to see any cheese, so just cover it with pepperoni. And I was, so of course the boss isn't here, so I just covered that sucker with pepperoni so much. And we're done. He says, thanks so much, bro, love you. Then I pick up the pizza, I go over to the oven, and guess who's on oven? Goth mom, emo mom, and she's the captain. And she looks at me and she says, Hamboog, what in the world did you just do? And I just shrugged my shoulders and said, that's what he wanted. So another thing about me and my work is I had my favorite hat to wear to work. Now this hat is just a hat with the tiger on, like, the cap part. I wore it every single day. And basically, ever since the day that I gave that guy a mountain pizza, people would start saying in the line, they'd say, hey, can we have tiger hat guy? And I would hear in the line people whispering, hey, oh my gosh, is that the tiger guy? And then they'd come up to the front desk area, the cashier area, and they'd say, hey, could we have the tiger hat guy to dish us out in line? And that is how I got the best reputation at my work. Just, totally disobeying the portion rules. It was great. If you guys like this video and want to hear other funny stories, make sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you guys want to hear this funny story about the time that I thought I could talk to an animal, yeah, then check this out.